All right, ladies and gentlemen, so before this video starts, I just want to say shout out to everybody who actually entered into the Battlefield 6 giveaway that I'm running. Literally, for anybody who follows me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, you don't even have to be a viewer of this channel. If you're just a passerby, I guess you can enter too. No worries. Also, for my guy who actually gave me the idea, right? Because, you know, he was kind of fiending for this game. I actually reached out back to him, and here was his response. He said, bro, OMG, I have no words, sir. Steam, please. I'm cool with that, because I asked him for his platform in those voice notes. And yeah, man, he showed proof that he's been supporting me all this time. So yeah, we chopped it up, and I'm basically going to be sending him a Steam copy of the game to his Steam name. Anyway, though, you guys already know what it is. Enter the Battlefield 6 giveaway by following the platforms down below: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. And yeah, with that said, let's get into the video. Kim Kardashian and Kanye's daughter, Northwest. 12 sparks concern after fake face tattoos and piercings.
Bitch, I wake up, no stylist. Fresh as fuck, I put it on her. I did this shit. Got this fire on no makeup, and she still look bad as shit. She in school, but it's...
And now people in the comment section are saying, a kid doing kid shit and y'all bugging out. It's ridiculous. Another commenter said, we owe Kanye a sincere public apology. He's been right about everything this whole time. Someone else said, give him back to Kanye. Kanye was right. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this video, just for your information, was posted to Kim and Northwest's TikTok page. And as you can see, she started posting a whole bunch of stuff involving her daughter on this particular page. She's kind of been tracking her daughter's antics over the years. So yeah, there's like a lot of different content in regards to all the phases her daughter's been through over the years, you know, growing up and whatnot. So as far as I can see with the general sentiment, somebody in the comment section also said she's a child. Why is this child acting like an adult? If I did this at 12, would have got the belt buckle instead of a belt. Yo, that's kind of crazy because it's true, bro. I definitely know my grandmother, the Christian grandmother that I kind of grew up with. If I came home dressed like this, would have been freaked the F out, I swear. But yeah, as of lately, you know, it seems like this new look that Kim and Kanye's daughter, Northwest, is sporting has made it into the news cycle. You know, previously in the previous video I made about this situation regarding Northwest and, you know, everything that's been going on. She was, you know, kind of dressed like this. A lot of people criticized it. The entire internet basically said, you know, maybe a 12-year-old shouldn't be dressed like this. As you can see with the type of attire she's wearing, it makes her look kind of older for her age. You know, she has this kind of, I don't know, what do you call it? A corset with an attached skirt, kind of accentuating and holding things up that should not be held up. You know, then we had the internet talking about this particular phase she was going through with the blue hair. I guess she likes blue a lot, you know, and the makeup, the contour. Listen, I'm clearly not the father of this child, obviously. I have no children. But it seems as though, and it's very obvious, that Kim Kardashian's influence on her daughter, Northwest Kardashian, is very heavy. You know, you can see how basically, and this is just pure speculation, she's kind of, you know, grooming her daughter to, you know, present herself a certain kind of way in that entertainment Hollywood sphere. Look, which a lot of people are saying this is like for Halloween attire. I don't know. I really don't know. A lot of people are now saying that, you know, this is kind of going too far, right? This is getting a little spooky, a little freaky. And now we have reports of people actually coming out back to defend Kanye, right? And we actually have this old video resurfacing of Kanye, I think like 2 years ago, complaining about all this before it even occurred, right? Because he saw the little red flags, and this is how that went.
Hey everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said, I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so. And then when people say, oh, they're going to use this for you in court, I didn't have a say-so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not, there's no such thing as 50-50 custody with in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying?
So yeah, as you guys can see, Kanye had some very strong words towards Kim, the courts, TikTok, and Disney. He didn't want his daughter to be used by all these different platforms and mediums and puppeteers to exploit her image and likeness in the media. And as we can see, it's crazy how we're seeing this now in real time. This man, as I always say, when it comes to Kanye in the media, listen, we can all acknowledge that he's said a lot of and done a lot of crazy shit. It is what it is. But when it comes to his daughter, bro, he's always seemed to be be a very overprotective father, naturally. And with Kim is, you know, as powerful as Kanye, if not more rich, I believe at this point in time. She's a billionaire as well via the Kardashians. I mean, hey, what more can you say? Kanye was kind of right, especially with him talking about the TikTok stuff. And, you know, I believe Kim has taken down a lot of videos, by the way. But yeah, this is the page he's referring to. And I can understand as a father, you don't want your ex-wife literally documenting every facet of your daughter's phases and weird moments to be publicized for millions of people on the internet. But then again, this is how Kim Kardashian got famous. If you guys know how she got famous with Ray J, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. No shade, no disrespect, but it is what it is. Like, that was a key moment, a pivotal moment in her life that she capitalized on to blow her brand up, and it worked. Hopefully, she's not trying to get her daughter to do anything like that in the future, because that would be diabolical. And it would be very ironic, given Kim Kardashian's own mother, Kris Jenner, was apparently the one who brokered the deal between Ray J and Kim Kardashian to kind of get that out there, to make that go viral. It's pretty diabolical stuff, I swear to God. But if you know, you know. Here we have another person on Twitter saying she's just a Molly Santana fan, y'all gassing it. And I really had to search up who Molly Santana was, and apparently it's this woman right here that you can see Northwest with in this photo. I also found a video of this Molly Santana girl, and she does have this particular look that I see a lot of, like Asian-esque rappers, you know, people who have like Asian ancestry rocking like these black teeth. Apparently that's a significant cultural thing in certain communities. But yeah, you can see, you know, she has like the alt rock, like alt emo type look that a lot of like, that's super popular nowadays with like people like Lil Uzi, Cardi, not Cardi B, I'm talking about Playboy Cardi. You also have rappers like Destroy Lonely that I think she took a picture with. This is Destroy Lonely, right? And rappers like Summers as well, who just like this whole emo rock, alt rock, that whole I'm gonna kill my mom, kill my dad, school shooter type vibe. Like, hey man, if this is what people want to dress up like, they can go for it, man. Hey, people, this is what I love about America and modern society. People are free to express themselves in any way they want. It also actually reminds me of this guy that I follow on TikTok by the name of Baby Goth K. I know at first he looks very androgynous. Certain photos or videos, he did come off looking like kind of like a girl, right? But you can see him rocking this particular type of style here as well, right? I think he's friends with Lil Uzi as well. Yeah, Lil Uzi's right here. So yeah, you can see. I mean, it's just a particular, you know, I fuck with it, bro. You know, I fuck with the creative aspect of it, to be honest. And honestly, this is nothing new, by the way. Obviously, this style stems from emo grunge of the 90s and I believe the late 80s, right? Midwestern emo type stuff that I suppose a lot of like traditionally milquetoast, you know, just normal people in society are, they can find this a little creepy is what I'm trying to say. They're not really used to these particular looks, right? And this goes for all demographics. A lot of people, if you see somebody outside looking like this, you're gonna be like, hey, is it safe for me to be in the general proximity of this person? Are they going to start shooting things up? I mean, let's be for real here. You have people coming outside dressed like the Joker. It might set a few alarm bells off, let's be honest. But as for my thoughts about this, my genuine thoughts about this entire situation, not gonna lie, I do understand the aspect of this, you know, being for Halloween season. She wants to dress up and hang out with her friends and do all kind of like wacky ass shit. Apparently her favorite rappers are Summers, Destroy Lonely, and this other girl Molly Santana or some shit. I will say though, I mean, this is nothing out of the ordinary for rich kids, let's be honest here. Even if this extends beyond Halloween and she actually starts to adopt this look, I wouldn't be shocked nor surprised. And I will acknowledge that this is the very same thing that Kanye, you know, was trying to call out and was trying to prevent for his own daughter. But it is what it is. I mean, Kim Kardashian's her mom. What can you really do? You know, it is what it is, you know? I don't know what else to say, bro, because I'm so used to all the shenanigans and the tomfoolery of society that none of this really shocks me, you know? And I don't know what Kanye is gonna do, because obviously Kanye is very adverse to media exploitation for himself, right? This is why I'm not gonna get into Kanye, but he doesn't want the same thing that happened to him in particular ways that happens to his daughter, right? And I understand that as a father, you want to protect your daughter, but what can you do? If you have no power over the situation and you can't control how she dresses. Meanwhile, you have people in the public who are criticizing your own daughter for dressing in a particular way of which you probably didn't approve of. As a father, then I don't know. I'm just like, I don't have the answers. I really don't. But hopefully it's just a phase. Hopefully, you know, this is just a part of spooky season attire, and you know, she doesn't actually start dressing like this year round, 24/7. For Kanye's sake, obviously. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about the situation. Also, for the Battlefield 6 giveaway, be sure to follow the instructions. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Links will be down below in the description and in the pinned comment section. I will be doing a raffle for 3 lucky people. This is something new I'm doing. Actually, not new, but last time I did it, I believe it was for either a PS5 or 3 Nintendo Switches when they first came out. That was a long ass time ago anyway. I'm gonna stop yapping, wrap this video up. Hope you guys enjoyed or found this informative. So catch you in the next one.